Wine tasting right now. Falesco is a vineyard in Italy that Jamie and I have personally been to twice, and we took our kids there last year. And so we're doing a little Facebook Live. And sorry for that light in the background. Do I need to move spots? Wow, that's a bright light back there. Yeah, I guess that'll work. So, Falesco Vineyards in Lazio, Italy. Jamie and I have been there twice, 2009, 2015. And we just spoke to a travel coordinator the other day, and we're going to plan a trip to Italy and take 20, 30 people with us. So that information will be coming out very soon. That trip will be to northern Italy, to the Valpolicella region. We'll go to Lake Garda, we'll do Amarones, Valpolicella, Suaves. We'll go up, we'll go up into Lake Garda. We'll also head over to Barolo and Alba and drink some big Piemonte wines. So that's going to be a fantastic treat next year. So Falesco Vineyard, Falesco Winery, about an hour and a half, 2 hours north of Rome. Really an awesome winery. They do about, I think, 2.5 million barrels. Does that sound right? They do. It does. They do something. It's a larger family-owned operation. Really neat. We got to the winery last year. And it was a year ago we were there exactly. And we got off the plane. We landed in Rome at 8 a.m. Got in the rental car, drove to the winery. We got to the winery about 12:30, and we were surrounded by 35 family members having lunch. Can I see the bottle?
Oh, absolutely.
So the Ferentano is the very first wine up. So Ferentano, 100% Rosetto grape. Got two cameras rolling here, so don't mind the reaching. So 100% Rosetto. So we got to the vineyard at 1 o'clock. 35 family members having their afternoon Sunday lunch. It was an amazing experience. Our kids were with us, Courtney and Justin. At the end of dinner, the lunch, everybody went outside to play soccer. All the men went to play soccer. So our son is 13, and their kids were about the same age. And then you had the uncles out there and the grandfathers out there. Everybody's kicking the soccer ball around. It was really an awesome time. We spent 2 days at that winery. So back to the wine. Rosetto from Ferentano, from Falesco. Rosetto is an interesting grape. Not many people, I think they might be the only people who really make 100% Rosetto.
They are the single producer.
And the reason why is because Rosetto has a very thick skin, very tannic. So if a normal winemaker were to press this and make white wine, what we're drinking, it would simply be way too tannic and not really drinkable at all. So what Riccardo Cottarelli does is he takes these grapes and he basically flash freezes them for literally seconds. And we're not talking like what ice wine does, where you freeze the grape and you, from there, press this frozen grape and extract. He just freezes enough to break the skin. So then pressing it will not extract the tannins in the skin into the juice. And that's his trade secret. You can go actually online to Falesco and actually see that process on there. They'll show you doing that. The interesting thing about this wine, so we're having a wine dinner the fourth Friday of January, which is why we're tasting Falesco today again. Do you have that date handy, Jamie?
I'm going to get it for you. It's going to be January 27th.
January 27th, 5 wines, 4 courses, $59.
7 p.m.
7 p.m. We're going to go through a bunch of the. It's all dedicated to Falesco that night. So this will definitely be one of the wines. We're tasting 5 wines today, and we have a couple more here. We actually served the Vittiano by the glass, which is one of our most popular red wine by the glass, and it has been for the last year.
That's good.
The interesting thing about this wine.
This is going to change from now until we taste it again at the end.
This wine changes not drastically.
It gets more fruit in it, if I remember
correctly. It gets
correctly.
a little, it gets a little denser. It opens up. It takes 45 minutes for this to open. And do you know anybody that serves this by the glass?
Right now, not to my knowledge, not in this area.
Because this is a great wine by the glass. This will last 5 days,
Yep.
6 days, this wine. So if you're a home wine drinker Wine home, of course, you're going to drink at home or in a restaurant, right? Or at a bar. What, if you want wine at home, you're concerned about it lasting for a couple of days, this is the way to go, the Ferentano. And you like red, and you like, because this is more like a Chardonnay-ish. Yeah. And it's more like some vintages are more like a very rich Burgundian Chardonnay. What's the retail on this, you know?
Retail on that is going to be around probably under 20, a little south of 20.
Home run. You have a wine for a couple bottles, a wine that will last several days in your refrigerator. You don't have to make sangria out of it or throw it out.
It's beautiful acidity too.
Very good balance. All right, so we're going to taste this now, and we're going to wait half an hour and come back to it later because it's just such a delicious wine. And it's going to change, like I said.
Should we move to the Tellus, the Chardonnay?
Tellus Chardonnay.
All right. Start here. Don't waste a drop.
I don't want to mix it with the...
So Tellus Chardonnay is their unoaked Chardonnay. We have this on our list. Tellus Chardonnay. We might have the Tellus Cab. Can you just hit on my phone done? I hope that it's going to allow me to keep recording because it says my storage is almost full.
You can record the whole thing?
Yeah, because it's going on Facebook Live right now, so. Who else out there is drinking wine right now? This is official work, by the way. It's in my job description. So, Dash, this is already on our menu, on our wine list.
Okay.
I think the Merlot or the Cabernet, tell us. This is like in the $30 on our wine list. The first one, the Ferentano's 57 on our list, I believe. 55. It's in the 50s. We have the Cab, and I think we have the Chard and the Tellus. You see the label on that?
Absolutely.
So the Tellus is one of their vineyards at the winery. Oh, Danielle Balesher's jealous. We miss you, Danielle. We're going to be in Palm Springs, by the way, in February. So we'd love to get to see you. Love to visit. Either we can come to San Diego or head over to Palm Springs.
Hi, Danielle.
Nice and clean. Good flavor, though.
I'm going to try to make it.
We'll give Jamie will Facebook you the dates on that trip.
I already did.
Oh, you already did?
It's phenomenal.
Yeah. And it's on our list in the 30s, I think. 30.
Very reasonable.
Yeah, 32 or 35. It's on our list for. So stainless steel Chardonnay. Yeah, Italian Chardonnay.
Right.
You really don't think of Italy for Chardonnay, but you definitely should think of Italy for Chardonnay. I mean, when you do, the problem with a lot of people don't like Italian wines is because you have to know the region, right? So you're ordering Chianti, you're ordering Barolo, you have no idea what's really in the bottle except for when it's Pinot Grigio, right?
Yeah.
That's really the only time they really identify the grape. So, all right, next.
Let's go to the Merlot.
Well, okay.
El Montiano.
Ooh, the Montiano. What else do you have there?
We have the Marcigliano, the Cab Franc blend, and the Tellus Cab.
It's whatever you think. It's a toss-up.
My gut would be to go Merlot and then go Cab and then end
Okay.
Cab Franc and back with our Chateau.
Yeah. You might want to open the Montiano. I think we're going to
We're
consume
gonna enjoy
that.
it.
We're going to
Yeah,
consume
yeah.
the Montiano.
I'm actually looking for the Montiano in half bottles, but I don't think they're doing half bottles, or maybe you don't have the half bottles.
I can double check.
Yeah. I have to
So
look
the
that up.
next wine, oh, Jim Rose on. Hey, Jim.
Hi, Jim.
How's what's happening in Washington?
Are you back in Washington?
He's back in Washington. We need to come out to you, Jim, and do some wine tastings. Go to the where's that? Yakima. So this is Montiano. Montiano is what I like to call world-class Merlot. Montiano is the actual DOC or DOCG. Or it's actually calling it an IGP, which is the designation of the area. So Montiano is the area, Falesco is the vineyard, and it's 100%, like I like to say, world-class Merlot.
Yeah.
This
This
stuff.
is actually the 30-year anniversary.
When we were at the vineyard, we saw back to the 70s, I think we saw.
We have.
In fact,
Thank you, sir.
we have a picture in our window on our TV that has a whole line of
Montiano,
old
all the
Montianos.
Montianos
We've actually had Montiano, the Falesco Montiano,
since we opened.
on our list since we've opened. Yeah, so long before we were at the vineyard, we've been in love with their wines.
We found an old bottle of Montiano.
At home.
at
We
home.
took home a bottle that was, I don't know, 2001 or something, and it was there for a while. So this is currently what we're drinking, the Montiano from Falesco, 100% Merlot. Falesco is in a commune called Montecchio. Montecchio is a little medieval community that has a little medieval village on top of the mountain. That's really cool. The first time we were there in 2009, we got there and we went up because we were a little early for our appointment.
Yeah, we went up and had. Well, we were
Lunch.
looking for lunch
We're looking for lunch, and
and a bathroom.
and the pizzeria that we had
Yeah.
happened to stop in, which was actually in a church. It shared the same building as a church. The lady back there was actually cutting the pizza with the little scissors. It was really
and then
cool.
she couldn't know English, and so she couldn't tell us how much it was. She had to like show us the price on the screen of the cash register because she couldn't speak and she couldn't tell us how much the pizza was. But she was cutting it with scissors. I'll never forget that. And that was like our first experience of a small little village in Italy. And we did only small villages when we were there. And same thing with our this last trip. All small villages, no big cities. It's our big thing.
What's everybody thinking so far? What do everybody think of the Chardonnay? Or the first? We're going to go back to the first one because the best judge of the first one, the Rochettos, when we go back and taste it. What do everybody think of the first one? I'm sorry, the Stella Chardonnay. That's an easy sell for in the mid 30s, right?
For a
Oh,
Chardonnay. And it's not oaky, it's not buttery, right? It's just a really nice crisp.
I got a lot of lemon on the nose and like a lot of citrus.
Lots of lemon and citrus, Dash is saying.
So when they say Chardonnay, right, people think that California oaky buttery, but really this is a nice sell for somebody who's looking for just a clean, crisp wine.
Got enough body to it, got good balance, acidity to it, that Chardonnay.
I forget about it. Yeah,
You forget about it.
I forgot about that one. So I will try my hardest to sell it.
This Merlot was really intense dried fruit on the front, very dense.
Tannic at the end.
Yeah, dry. It leaves your mouth nice and dry.
Have you ever had fruit leather? It's like dried fruit that's like pressed into like.
Roll up or Stretch Islands. Fruit roll ups or Stretch. I like Stretch Island. We used to give our kids Stretch Island. Remember that?
And I used
They
to
still
make
make
our
those
own.
Stretch Island.
We used to make some too.
I mean, this. I can almost taste like figs in here,
I was gonna say figs.
right? Dried Black Mission
Yeah.
figs.
Yep, I was gonna say figs.
So we have some of our staff members here today. Just say hello, gang. So we're tasting Falesco Vineyards. If you didn't hear us in the beginning, Falesco Vineyards from Montecchio, an hour and a half north of Rome. This is our next wine dinner in January, the fourth Friday in January, 7 p.m. 5 wines, 4 courses. We're actually tasting the wines to pair up now with the menu. A lot of people ask us how we plan our wine dinners, our pairings, and we do a lot of tastings like this for the wine dinners. But I think we already go into it knowing, hey, if it's a Chardonnay, certain foods work with it. If it's a Merlot, certain foods work with it. So we kind of have that more narrowed focus of where we're going to go with food before. And every now and then, certain wines definitely surprise us. We never really do any vineyards or breweries that we have never tasted before. It's all stuff we have on our list. With 250 wines and 250 beers, we have plenty to choose from. So, all right, this is a winner. This is slightly more.
Taste.
Um,
Good. Does
you
anyone
know what
want
this
a little
retails
taste more?
for? This is on our list from the 70s.
Yeah, taste
Yeah.
a little bit more.
And that's gonna retail probably at about low 30s.
Low 30s, yeah. World
So
class,
again, very generous of you guys on your list.
yeah. World class Merlot from Italy. The commune is Montiano, vineyards Falesco. So that's awesome. Okay. And next will be the Tellus Cab, right?
Yes.
Now we had the Tellus Chardonnay to begin with, and now we're gonna do the Tellus Cab. Tellus Cab is I believe this is on oak too.
Yes.
Yeah, on oak Cabernet.
This is all the money that they make with their Montiano allows them to have a pretty reasonably priced, accessible Chard and Cabernet.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. Now they also make Este,
Yes. Yes.
which is a white.
Yep.
That's their value wine, and that's probably in the stores for what, $6.99, $7.99 a bottle?
Yeah, it's very reasonably priced, and it actually has 10% Riscetto in it.
Yes, it does have prosciutto in it. And then they also make the Vitiano,
Yep.
Blanco, and Rosso, and that was one of our best sellers. We've had it on consistently here for the last year. Cabernet, Sangiovese, and Merlot. Jamie, can you grab the Vitiano just so we can show the label? This is one of their flagship wines. This is really...
And this you'll see more.
You'll see this in a lot of
This
stores.
is proliferated.
Yeah, that's that nice label, that V on it. Vitiano. So, yeah, this wine here, the Vitiano, we didn't taste this in the lineup right now, but this wine, Sangiovese, Cabernet Merlot, stainless steel, super, super fan friendly. You can have it by itself, you can have it with pizza, roasted vegetables, pasta, you can have it with a steak. You can even have this with a piece of salmon, 100% with a piece of salmon. If you like this wine, have it with anything you're going to eat. That's the hardest thing, I think. People expect me to say, "Oh, can you suggest a wine for me, Marcus? Because I'm eating X, Y, and Z." And the hardest thing is to convince somebody to drink a wine that they don't like to begin with. So I reverse the question. I say, "Well, what wine do you like to start with?" Because I'm not going to sell you something that you don't drink. I'm not going to push a Pinot Noir in your salmon dish if you hate Pinot Noir. So I kind of reverse that question on the person. There really is no 100% rules. The rules are what you like. The rules are what you like.
Yeah.
It's really nice. I like this wine.
This is the Tellus. Let me just show the label of this. Tellus Cabernet from
Is this the
Falesco.
Tellus?
That's the Tellus, yeah.
I don't think I have it yet.
You didn't have it. You had the Montiano still. So, yeah, Tellus.
Tell us.
When we stayed there we actually stayed at the vineyard 2 nights, and we stayed actually in the vineyard. We woke up and went to bed. Woke up and everything around us is all vineyard, and it's just an amazing experience.
But when we got to the room, right, we couldn't really see around us. So when we woke up,
We went out for dinner that night in
went out for dinner
Orvieto.
in Orvieto, and when we woke up,
Yep, our first night was in Orvieto
we didn't
for
realize
dinner.
that it was all vineyards. We
All
went
vineyards.
for a run through the vineyards that morning.
Dash, what do you think about this?
I like this a lot. This would go great with like a meat dish with some type of like duck with cranberry. So I'm getting a lot of like cranberry undernotes in here.
Something a little fatty
Yeah.
to cut that. It's almost like, I don't want to say citrus pith, but it has that on your tongue.
Yeah.
That's right there.
I thought like a meatloaf.
Because it's not.
too. Like a meatloaf with
Meatloaf
like
is fatty.
with like a blue cheese, like.
This and blue cheese go really nice. Our raw blue cheese
That's
from
what I
Greg Hills
got.
Blue would be
With some
awesome.
mushrooms and blue cheese.
Yeah. We just got we've started doing Facebook Live not long ago. I think this is our 4th Facebook Live.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, this is brand new for us.
Another taste.
I do want another
This is
taste. And
We know we're off now. So.
it just says
We've been
Wine
waiting.
o'clock.
We've been waiting for this.
yeah. Jamie and I worked a lunch party today.
Yeah, we did a lunch party already.
Yeah,
right?
so Jamie and I are taking extra helping, but
We're off
the staff
today.
has not worked yet today. So we did our lunch party. Dash, by the way, Joe is coming back to help you guys tonight.
Okay.
You guys have some good reservations tonight. The book's a
Holiday
little busy.
party.
Holiday party. So he's coming back between like 6
There's
and
a
9.
show tonight at the theater at 8. So
Yeah.
I just
Yeah, if you're in Ellenville or near Ellenville, the Shadowland Theater has their winter show going on. Audrey, do you know about the winter show? What's going on?
It's every Christmas story ever told.
every Christmas story ever told.
And you know when it's running?
Yeah, it runs Thursday, Friday, Saturday at 8 o'clock, Sundays at 2 p.m. this week and next week.
Until the 18th. So next weekend's their last weekend.
So if anybody doesn't know the Shadowland Theater, it's right next door here. They're a professional equity theater. Do we have any other brochures up there? Professional equity theater, which means they get professional actors, actresses. It's not a
They
community.
pay health insurance, retirement funds.
So that's the Shadowland right there. Shadowland Stages, it's called.
They just changed their
They
name.
changed
this
the name
year.
from Shadowland Theater to Shadowland Stages. They've actually been around for 30 years.
Since 85.
Since 85, they've been doing professional theater right here in Ellenville. 90 miles off Broadway, folks.
Brendan Burke.
Brendan Burke, you know Brendan?
I do. I actually know Julia Register, who is starring in the show.
Okay.
The Winter Chef. So
Oh,
she's very
awesome.
talented. Yeah.
Yeah. Got to always plug the Shadowland. They do great things here. They're the very first pioneers of great things here in Ellenville. And of course, up until the 60s, 70s, Ellenville was booming. A lot of things were going on, but 80s on, Ellenville took a major decline. I'm still not on the Tellus, am I? No.
You are still.
You are.
I'm still on the Tellus. Oh, you're watching me
I'm
there?
watching him.
It's like Inception.
That's crazy. It like's on the bottom. That's awesome.
This really
If you're
rounded out
watching, let us know.
my second sip of the Tellus. Don't ask any hard questions, please.
I won't.
So again, Falesco Vineyards in the commune of Montecchio. They have vineyards all over Lazio and going up into Umbria, but the main vineyard is located right in Lazio, an hour and a half north of Italy, north of Rome. It's in Italy, an hour and a half north of Rome. Okay, next one's a big Cabernet.
Big.
The big Cabernet.
Big Daddy Cab.
This is actually a single vineyard, and this is the vineyard we actually stayed on. This is where we woke up on this. We actually went for a run in the morning when we got up, and this is the vineyard that we actually ran by. It was marked right outside of our room.
It's so funny that you're right on my phone.
And we have this on our list as well. I think.
Yes, we do. We do.
Let me just show the label of this.
Absolutely.
So the Marchiano. 100%, I believe 100% Cabernet,
I
right?
actually think it's 70-30 Cab
So-
and then Cab Franc.
Oh, okay, Cab Franc, okay.
So good.
Winemaker owner Riccardo Cottarella. Very, very talented winemaker in Italy. He does a lot of consulting. So he does work with other vineyards there. So sometimes if you're drinking in other vineyards, you could be tasting something that he's actually had his hands involved in. Do you really need a California Cabernet, Dash? Do you really need California Cabernet? This is like,
Yeah.
this is dense, concentrated,
Yeah.
ripe. If you like California Cabernet, that is for you right there.
Oh, so good.
So we've tasted all the wines. We'll go back to the Tellus. I'm sorry, not Tellus, the Rosetto. Audrey, can you just grab a couple couple clean glasses so we can just go back to the Roshetto? And again, we're tasting Falesco wines. This is our next wine dinner. January, what's today?
January 27th at 7 p.m. It is 5 wines, 4 courses, $59 at Aroma Thyme, Falesco Winery, Italian wines, and probably paired with Italian food.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be paired with Italian food.
Some sort of.
Dash, do you have any ideas of what we're thinking about for the menu right now? Something with mushrooms, porcinis.
Yeah, we can definitely do something with that. But this last one, that cab that I just tried, that's like such a big flavor. You gotta do something to match that, like
Thank you.
a big braised beef dish or something that can stand up to that.
Short ribs or something?
Full wine afterward.
Braised short ribs.
Short ribs or
Not a chance.
And they do have the dessert wine, the Dolce.
Right.
Wow.
So, if you did not hear earlier, the Falesco Ferentino, if you can hand me the Ferentino bottle,
Yeah, absolutely.
this wine changes drastically. It's a white wine, it needs to open. The grape was Roshetto. Riccardo Cottarella has his own unique way of doing this grape. Nobody else does this grape because it's very hard to work with. Very thick skins, very tannic. If you press the grapes, all those tannins leach into the juice, and it's a white wine with an extreme amount of tannins. It's not that drinkable. But what he has done to this, he has pioneered, he's the only one doing it, where he flash freezes the grapes. Flash freezes just enough where the skin breaks, but not the fruit of the grape, the flesh does not freeze. That allows the extraction to go through or bypass going through the skins and going through all those ruptures in the skin and not transferring all the tannins. So Roshetto is the grape. Some other wineries will use Roshetto here and there in blending, but not many at all. This is 100% Roshetto from Falesco, from Lazio, an hour and a half north of Italy, in the commune of Montecchio. Fantastic story with this, fantastic winery, and a very, very unique wine. If you like California Chardonnay, if you like a bigger Burgundy wine, this is the wine for you. The unique thing about this is that it actually improves a day later, 2 days later. This wine here can easily be opened for 3-4 days. So if you're at home and you open a bottle of wine and you don't like to throw the wine away because you're not going to drink it all in one night, you want to drink high quality wine a couple days later, this is the wine for you. So, and just in the last
The nose
20 minutes.
is so different, right?
last 20 minutes,
The
right?
nose is just like,
on the notes that I was taking the first time around, I wrote like underripe pears, underripe white fruit,
Yeah.
and now it's almost like as if all that is ripened.
you can
Right, yeah.
smell the pears now. And it's also warmer, right? So the bottle of wine is a little bit warmer as well.
And some of those nutty
So,
characteristics even
yeah.
really coming out.
So, this wine's a definite. I mean, I would serve all the wines for the wine dinner. I mean, there's 5 wines here. We have a 6th one that was the Vittiano. And of course, the whole menu will be Italian themed, correct?
Yeah.
There's not going to be meatloaf or schnitzel with Italian wines. You never know sometimes.
Well, it's harder when you have a selection of wines or beers that are like from a different producer or not in the
Right.
same, like, you know, when you have all from the same country or region, then you're able to really theme your dinner a lot more.
So you're asking the price ranges of the wines. Josephine is asking.
Okay.
Retail.
Retail.
What did we say?
So the Ferentino is
Said
20-ish,
about 20-ish.
low 20s.
Probably about there.
Probably about 20s. The Vittiano, which is right there, which we did not taste, which is one of their flagships. This is
Under 10.
under 10 retail in the store. The Tellus line.
The Tellus line is gonna be somewhere in the mid-teens. Generally, is where you'll find that.
Okay.
And these are unoaked varietal wines, Cabernet and Chardonnay. Do they make a Merlot? Tellus Merlot too?
Oh, they do. They also make
Okay,
Merlot.
so Cab, Chardonnay, Merlot. You got all your basics covered there.
1, 2, 3.
Yep. And let's see. the Montiano, the big boy Merlot, 100% world-class Merlot.
That's going to be a little bit more
That's gonna
expensive.
be probably about 30 on the
yeah,
shelf.
in the 30s, yeah.
Yeah.
This wine will age beautifully. This wine is, you can drink it now or you can lay it down. And in the single vineyard,
Doing some quick math on that. That's gonna be.
doing some, right here, the Marciano,
That's probably gonna be about 40.
40.
about 40. Yeah, that's a big Cabernet.
40 on the shelf.
If you like California Cabernet, you will like this. Juicy, concentrated, really awesome. I think we'll have all the wines here that night.
If you want these wines in New York, they're through Winebow. So if you go to a wine store, right? If you go to a wine store and they don't have them and you want them, tell them to get them from Winebow.
Winebow. Yep. All right. I think we're going to sign off on Facebook Live. And
Our video.
we can turn the video off too, yeah. So,
All right,
And,
everybody, have a good day. Drink some good wine.
yep.
Cheers.
Prost.
Bye.